Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy and today we're doing you a quick kit review on my 1979 Matchbox Heavy Cruiser U.S.S. Indianapolis in the 1/700 scale, which is kit number 40165. And as you can see, we've pretty much finished it. Got a few little parts left over that we haven't attached yet for various reasons. So basically I'm just going to run you through the build and tell you about any slight issues I may or may not have had with it. There wasn't really that many. It went together quite well. I mean, I don't know whether that's surprising for an old kit. I do have a couple of gapping issues. There's one just here and one here. That's about it. The only part I'm really struggling with at the moment is this mast, which requires a extra part to be put on, and this radar set. It is kind of wobbly at the moment, so I'm just waiting for that to set before I put them on. The float planes apparently need to be painted in blue, so I'm leaving them off because painting this up and then trying to paint these blue is going to be a nightmare. And also I've left off the two ship boats. Basically because they're a bit of a nightmare to get on as well. The only thing I really did forget to do was, to be honest with you, I forgot to put the securing pins on the main turrets. That's actually a mistake I used to always make when I built ships when I was about sort of between 10 and 14. Obviously they still move. I kind of realised it on one of them, and then I thought actually I want to remove the turret to be able to paint underneath anyway, so it's kind of a mistake. But how do you paint underneath the turret when it's, well, I suppose you can move it obviously, but I'm not bothered. I'm quite happy with that mistake. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. God damn it. So anyway, as you can see, today I'm drinking Brooklyn Brewery Brooklyn Pilsner Crisp Lager because, well, we're doing an American ship. Incidentally, Indianapolis was actually built in the Camden, let me just check this out, in the New York Shipbuilding Corporation yard in Camden, New Jersey. Now, when I think of New Jersey, I always think of New Jersey being opposite to New York City, but obviously New Jersey is actually quite big. It turns out that Camden is actually opposite Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, so it's a fair old distance from New York, so I've learned a little bit about geography today as well. Incidentally, a Brooklyn Brewery Pilsner is actually brewed in Wolverhampton, UK. So I don't know whether you actually get this in the US, but whether it tastes the same or not, I've no idea. But over here in Britain, it makes quite a tasty brew. So anyway, let's get back to this ship. What I'm about to do is I'm about to go down to the garage and I'm going to give this a very, very light dusting with primer. Like I say, I haven't built one of these in 30 years. When I did build them previously, they were actually 1/600 scale Airfix, and this being a 1/700, it's slightly smaller, I suppose. So I'm going to give it a dusting with the airbrush, and then I think I'm going to maybe paint it in whichever colour is most utilised with the airbrush, and then I'm just going to do the rest hand painted, I reckon. The colour chart provided gives us the RAL codes. It doesn't give us any particular model paints to use, although it does recommend using Matchbox or Revell, which I don't have. I have Tamiya's. So basically I've gone through the RAL codes and I picked out what the recommended Tamiya's. For light grey RAL 7030, I'm going to be using XF53 neutral grey, which is recommended. For RAL 7012 basalt grey, I'm going to be using XF63 German grey. For RAL 7031, it actually recommends me to use this neutral grey again. So I'm kind of thinking I'm probably going to substitute one of the XF53 shades with this XF66 light grey. The blue, which translates to RAL 5000, translates to Royal Blue X3, which is for the aircraft. I'm going to be using that. It recommends RAL white, so I'm just going to be using XF flat white. I believe these are for the ship boats, and that's pretty much it. It states ochre RAL 1011, which apparently the nearest colour is XF60 dark yellow. This is for the life rafts, which I've actually left off. Hopefully going to be able to attach them later. And it recommends graphite grey RAL 7024, which the nearest Tamiya is dark grey XF24. I'm not exactly sure exactly where these parts are going, but it does actually say on this sheet here. You can actually see that this is actually sort of two-tone. There are two greys on the hull. There is a stripe here, which basically just covers the top portion of the ship here, and then the main body of the hull is a darker grey. We won't be doing any of the sort of red colour here, because this is just a waterline ship, waterline kit. So yeah, we're going to go down the garage now. We're going to give this a coat of dusting. The only glue I decided to use on this was sort of Tamiya cement. I kind of use extra thin, but I couldn't get my head around using extra thin on all these small parts. I mean, doing one of these is really good practice for doing small bits, I suppose, because there's a lot of small guns on these and small fiddly bits. So I think I've put it together quite well. I'm a little bit concerned about the whole painting process. Like I think I said when I've done these previously years and years ago, I never actually painted them. I just built them, and well, to be honest with you, I built them and then I played with them. I think that's what a lot of sort of 10, 12-year-olds tend to do. So this is going to be painted, and we're going to kind of see how it goes, because I'm a little bit concerned about it, but we're going to see what happens. So thanks for joining me. Please do like and subscribe, and there'll be another video in the Indianapolis series going up, possibly when I'm halfway through the painting, and then there'll be a completed build video as well. So please do like and subscribe, and join me for my novice model building ride. This is Andy signing off. Be seeing you.